In fact, I'm going to be published. I just wrote a short story about my father, and I'm the daughter of a deer hunter. I'm a deer hunter's daughter, which I'm pretty sure is not true, but she's Sharon Stone, and let's see where this goes. And so Suzanne's like, really? And I'm like, really? And then she says, yes, and I was writing a story about, when I was a little girl, I used to go hunting with my father every day. And I'm thinking, that's so fucking made up, it's ridiculous. But really, go on. And tell us more about your fake aneurysm that there's no record of anywhere. And your Mensa membership that you cannot produce a card for. But anyway, she's crazy and beautiful and very smart. I don't know about the Mensa thing, but she's smart. And she's now saying that she is the daughter of a deer hunter, and clearly she's just watched a rerun of the movie The Deer Hunter the night before. And then she's saying that the story is about how when she would go hunting with her father as a little girl, they would go deep into the forest, and then they could close their eyes and they would be able to walk through the forest just like animals, and they would turn into the animals, and they would just use their sense of smell. Okay, let me just stop for 1 second. Once again, I'm sitting here at a table. Sidney Poitier is getting really nervous, and he's just sort of turning to talk to a fucking bush. He's like, I want to be anywhere, but what's gonna go down in 3 seconds? I'm fucking Sidney Poitier. I don't need this shit. I have doctorates, and I'm like, pay attention, Sidney. He's giving me this look like, don't do it. I'm like, I'm doing it. And he's calling, you're probably calling Oprah on line 2. Get me out of here. Can you fly me out? Can you land a helicopter? All right, so anyway, then she's saying, she goes on to say that the story is about how when she would go hunting with her father, they both realized that we're all animals, and we all make the choice every day whether or not to kill. Wait for it. And then Suzanne Somers is like, really? Kill what? And Sharon Stone is there, fucking cutting her meat, which she's totally imagining is my brain. And I said, yeah, Sharon, what do you mean exactly by that? I'm really curious to know. And then she says that she realizes that her father, every time he went hunting, he made a conscious choice whether or not to kill an animal, but he also could kill a person, and that she realized then that we all have the capacity to kill a person every day. And then she says, and I'm getting scared for my life. And Marcus is looking at me, and he's slowly putting down his cutlery, and everyone's getting ready to, get the fucking ballet ticket out. And then Sharon Stone tells me that every single day when she wakes up, she makes a conscious choice not to kill someone. I thought my ear was going to be so large that my head would tip down, because it would basically turn into a giant listening device. And then I just, I said, really, so Sharon, so every day it could go either way, it's 50-50. And she said yes. And I just said, well, do you have a list? Am I on it? Is it alphabetical? Can I look at it? And then she just kept cutting her meat, and I really got nervous that Sharon Stone was going to kill me. And so I said, I'm just curious, because I have a big list of people I want to kill. A lot of, NBC executives, for example, would be on that list. And she's not laughing, and she's cutting her meat. And then she just said, no, she doesn't have a list, but she does make the choice every day whether or not to kill people. And I said, well, just let me know if it's my day. And then I got in my car. Sorry, that story has no ending. I just thought it was so freaky. I could not tell you. All right, so I went home and told my mother that, who of course instantly took Sharon Stone's side. I don't blame her, for Christ's sake. You're lucky she hasn't killed you with her bare hands, god damn it. Making fun of her, for Christ's sake. Now I'm so goddamn agitated I need some wine. And so, all right, so I have to tell you there is a Maggie update for you to beat the band, because I know her, you love her, you've made her an international superstar. She is your very own Maggie Griffin. I get it. Look, I am the sidekick on my own show. I get it. She is the star of the show. You know that Bravo mandates that my mom is in every single episode. Oh yeah, like when they do the focus grouping, she tests so much higher than I do that I'm like lucky to be on the show. So it's Maggie's day, it's Maggie's time. So I have to tell you, this is for real. First of all, Maggie has had an offer to sell boxed wine. Oh yes! She also has had an offer for a book deal. So they want to do a book, and they want my mom to write a book called Tip It. And I'm not kidding. They have an offer for my mom to write a book called Tip It, The World According to Maggie, which I think is so funny. So believe me, I mean, I'll write the book, but she's taking the fucking deal. So yeah, we're gonna do a fucking book with my mom, who's 89 years young. 89 years young. Yes, I know. What is her secret? The wine, the box of wine, let's face it. I swear to God, my mom's gonna write this book, and then we're gonna go on Dr. Oz, and she's gonna sit there and tell Dr. Oz that if you just have a box of wine, you can live to be 100. So anyway, as much as I love being on the road, and it's my favorite thing in the world, and thank you so much for coming, and I love performing live, the only thing that worries me is when I'm afraid for my mom, because at that age, I still worry, and anybody else has a parent or a grandparent that age, it's up there, right?